Hey yo, we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. It's so long, but you see, 13 years of age. And I actually just gonna play, but yeah. It's kind of scary, but I'm ready. I'm already 15, so let's play. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got the intro. Alright. Okay, let's play new game. Oh, I know they all have a Japanese name, but I'm gonna type in my name. Haruki. Oh my goodness. Oh. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air. She's totally obvious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. You're not the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it's just the kind of works out because you have known each other for so long. We used to walk to school each other on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me after like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ah! Oh, there she is. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you weren't thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Haruki. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Haruki, have you decided to join the club today? Decided on the club to join it yet? A club? I told you already I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, and when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. My free time. I was talking about how I'm worried that you wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I thought of you because becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at the few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll probably do that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Going to school. The school day isn't as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice, but I'll start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to enter your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had interest in her literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help us start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please? Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki make cupcakes and everything. Don't make me promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by you a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally I used up for year classes and activities. Sayori, for full energy, swings to opens the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member! Glance around the room. Oh, Yuri! Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? It's Natsuki. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Haruki, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club, Monica. All the words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it! Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who makes cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says quietly into my ear, and when she turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Said smallest. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Haruki. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Haruki. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey! I made them! I'll get them! Sorry. I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there was one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, take a seat next to Sayori. I'll take a seat. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in the hand. Okay, you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki fills the foil of the tray and reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with the icing, and pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea. Why are you so good at baking, Natsuki? Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I'll follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks to their mouth with a full and hurry against to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She's waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? I feel like I haven't heard someone before. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down. The teapot next to her cupcake tray. You keep the whole tea set in his classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles in herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what makes you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Sometimes telling me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. I'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As the president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member. or any other major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand off all politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Sorry. And if it encourages others to get into the literature, I'm fulfilling that's the dream. Monica is really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like a literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both in fun work and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everybody enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls are interested in the same goal. Monica have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of their new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Haruki, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how a little I read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter it quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking about seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces her trim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I have been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something. I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if the story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. If only for a brief moment. Ugh! I hate horror! Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me. For a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you an idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems? Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing makes me more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing of your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You know, do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you can share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki, Yuri, look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem for our own. The next time we'll meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now we have a new member. I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of a club. Isn't that right, Haruki? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on! There is still one problem. What is that? Now we're back at the original topic, me joining club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I wouldn't join this club. Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare at me, back at me with dejected eyes. But sorry, I thought. Okay. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I have decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one. The girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me and jumping up and down. Oh, hey, you really did scare me for a little moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super. Then make it awful official. Then that makes it official. Sorry, can't read. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks at me once more. Haruki, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre... writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat, as well as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Haruki, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri, and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart at the club and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. We'll really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. And I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing the poem tonight. Oh, we're writing a poem. Time to write a poem. Pick the words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. I don't know which one. Nature. Sing. Wait, oh my god, I kept thinking. Vacation. I guess it's summer vacation. Dance. Can't think. Valentine. Raindrops. Ribbon. Wonderful. Or maybe warm. Headphones. Peaceful. Rose. What does that mean? Doki Doki. Okay, I'll click that for sure. Memories. Music. Let's see. Wait, no. Maybe heartbeat. Wait. Universe, because it's like it's a space. Daydream. Cute. Oh my goodness, no, that's different, dangerous. Oh man, smile. And beauty. Oh, there's one more. Okay. Summer. Because it's summer vacation. Hi again, Haruki. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. While I'm back at the literature club, I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Haruki. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into the literature club when you're not accustomed into it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Oh, wait, Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth, or someone who keeps her manga collection to her club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying manga is literature! Swiftly defeated. Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Haruki always gets it. Wait, what did I do? Oh, never mind. I pressed the right click button. Haruki always gives it this best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with the busy work, without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are already good friends, aren't you? This might be a little jealous. How come? You and Haruki become good friends too. Sayuri? As usual, Sayuri seems obvious to weird situations she just put me into. Oh. Yuri even bought you something today, you know? Wait. Sayuri. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry made it sound just a big deal, but I wish if she's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It makes me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so you can just keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. We could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Oh, Yuri, thank you. I didn't really read this. Enthusiastically, take a book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now everyone's settled in. I expected Monica to kick up some scheduled activities for the club, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's raging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related to myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayuri's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone that what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature clubs sounds too defense and intelligible. Sorry. But it's not like that, you know? We'll just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get the people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What is this? Sorry's talking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating this like this. That's a good point. In case you didn't, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes? Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't really why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we can still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind into things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her care in a case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa! She was close to me. What? I open my eyes to find Sayori's filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. How does your school have a napping club? Does our school have a napping club? Sorry, I didn't see. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say out loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? Look out for me better than you are looking up yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days in the past week have you been gone up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give you the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori is written all over you. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking out around you. Huh? I run my fingertips downside Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's one more thing just in your hair. Look at your bow. It isn't straight either. There is a toothpaste stain on the collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want you to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Huh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll take me later. I started to button her blazer on the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you can change your mind. Oh, there's my hand. This is so funny. What is it? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend does these kind of things. Huh? Don't say that! You made me feel weird and about stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? I did when I brought it. If it doesn't button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs are getting bigger again. Don't say it out loud! Anyway. It looks so much better now. So... why does this feel strange to Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts up her arms and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying like that? It's a good thing. Because if I had a boyfriend, then I wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you would take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking at that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share poems we wrote now? Yay! Haruki, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I feel to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe that I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, not everyone's ready. Why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly complete as well, reaching to their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem first? Oh, I'll say my bestie. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayuri first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Haruki. Huh? I love it! Oh, she loves it. I have no idea you are such a good writer. Sorry. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's a part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Haruki poem. And that makes it feel extra special. I like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayuri hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayuri. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Haruki. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason that I joined. Knowing that how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? And you'll be my way of thanking you. Alright. I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, see about that. Oh, that's her. Dear sunshine, the way you glow into my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Or do you trust me to wish any rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayuri, it's just a guess, but you wait till this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. You can't answer just a bit to a yes or a no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I just try my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. It is so much fun. Monika's the best. Oh yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look for it. Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes more than enough for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that might be after reading it through it. So is that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that she's been several minutes that we really haven't gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What you were saying. Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And I haven't been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in their new writers is that they try to make their own style. Their style very deliberate. Look at this. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form it fit the two together. The end result is that both of the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into your writing even a simple poem. Not just finding a building, but getting it to work together is probably mostly challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. Shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'll just share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as it. That's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club. Wait, what? Goes under the light. The 10 drills of my hair illuminate beneath the amber globe. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining straight light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green. I can't read what it says. View the future. Blue-green. View of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicker back. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all. But it took a long time to read. Oh, well, just don't read script very often. I really think your handwriting is very pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it is short, it was really descriptive. I wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. To be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Haruki. Really? I might as well totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember, that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to the ghost, leaving her last remaining place to have comfort, letting people and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot of solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep writing. I'm counting on you. I'll go to, I don't know, Natsuki, the bigger girl. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you really get smacked? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Wow. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Let's be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But this isn't the point of poems, for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. That's when it's really easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into than I realized. That's what it meant to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Well, yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud then. I won't take that away from her. Last one. The president of the club. Hi, Haruki. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, I like new activities or things we can do better. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring up things, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, I guess I have to. Haha, don't worry, Haruki. Well, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But that's sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that true? That's so. You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well. We may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that might be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. If you just show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe that went in getting ready to your poem. You sure you're not reading into it much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has a kind of gentle feeling to it. I can tell that she's exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write a way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound really pretty confident. For someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's cause I sound too confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Wait, what? Wait. Hole in the wall. Wait, that's hole in the wall. That's the game. You put your body in the hole. I couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. I don't know what. I'm afraid to say it. Already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. I wasn't too bright. It was too deep. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A whole infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I wasn't looking out. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really that right person to ask for your feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's a lot of poems have been reading emphasis on the timing between the words and lines. When I performed out loud, it can be powerful. What is the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of empathy recently. No, sorry. It has been influencing my poems a bit. An empathy. Oh, sorry. Epiphany. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I meant epiphany, sorry. Not empathy, sorry. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's just kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem and story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you never make any progress. Just force yourself to getting something down on the paper and tidy up later. Anyway, to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. That's a song. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Wow. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. And it's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my problems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happy chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow into frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? You didn't say anything. Did you say anything? Something? Sorry. Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to her desk in one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you haven't tried that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out at nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. I was looking for suggestions. I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way? Sayuri liked it. And Haruki did too. So based on that, I gladly gave you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Haruki liked my poem too, you know? He even told me how he was impressed by it. What? Why has it become quiet? Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Ooh, this song stuck in my head right now. Maybe you're just jealous that Haruki appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how did you know he even appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would be deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overculously. You... Is everyone okay? Well, you know... That... You know what? I was the one who's... Wait a second. Magically, it grew size bigger as soon as Haruki started showing up. Why is it... That's so gross. Natsuki. Natsuki's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls towards me as if they were... just noticed I was standing there. Haruki, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she gets over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then what happened in the first place? What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? That meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Haruki. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily. Limiting yourself is also a waste. You understand that, right, Haruki? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Well, whoever I agree with, they probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be. Wait. I don't know. I'm afraid it's gonna kill me. Wait. I'm afraid. Wait. What? You're right. I liked your poem. See, wait. That's not my excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened after all. You just picked Yuri's. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened. Then you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means, well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. You kidding? That's exactly what I did. I also heard that. Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this moment, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps me take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'll spare me from having to look at all of your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in with her hands, while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sorry. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone have not gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You have it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Haruki. I believe you. Thanks, Haruki. You're too kind. I'm thankful you have to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I'll never do anything so shameful. So? What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Haruki, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So, your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Haruki, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sorry, Vincent. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. And what do you mean? You know that between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's not really the first time I've ever seen them fighting like that. I promise they're both wonder people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Haruki, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone that makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. Look like Cyrus hasn't come onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone's nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, I have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it is easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah. Let's do this. Oh, another poem. Okay. Let's do the summer again. I want to do everything like in a summer, yeah, in a summer edition. Uh, nightgown or maybe nightgown. Shiny. Wait, no, flower. Yeah, it's gonna take a long time. I'm getting tired. Destiny. Lipstick? Kiss. Oh my goodness, that's actually okay. Sweet. Fluffy. And joy. We finished the poems. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, its usual scene greets me. Hi, Haruki. Yo, Sayuri. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club. That's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you into a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Would you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have many reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayuri? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Okay. Sayuri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then, she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. 1 or 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayuri. That's not fair. How do you even know? It's simple. If you hadn't enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one opinion. What? I gave up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is her book. As always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Haruki to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough to retribution. I didn't mean that. Got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't mean happen much, but it's just a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the new retribution. That still coming from you, Sayuri. I guess there's a little devil inside me, inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows what she's doing. Exactly knows what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me into the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So that I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than Sayuri. Is that Sayuri? Oh! Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayuri in the face and tumbles out of the desk. Ow! Who's that? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in the plastic. What is that smacked in her face? I don't see any cookies smacked. Sayuri glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution? Retribution! Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard that the blue blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayuri hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayuri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Close your hands over the mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going to do a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too. Yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah. Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this wine with me. Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie, still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayuri off her. Oh! Sayuri leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayuri trots away to safety. I laughed as well. Jeez. You're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayuri? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do with today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us are combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Huh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard a bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? Oh, that she's working on her song, Your Reality. I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Ah, don't worry. I don't really. Kind of just started recently. But I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look for it. Is that so? In case. I won't let you down, Haruki. Monica smiles sweetly. Take a break. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. Sorry. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Ugh! I heard Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She used to be annoyed by something. I approach her, in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in here? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of giving your collection or organized if someone else is gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes around the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Because manga is one of the most things you can't admit you're really into it. Until you figure out where the person stands. How did you... No. Anyway. I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There is a long volume of manga amidst and stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pulled out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns into a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing the box with the ones missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get closer. Look at the box set she's admiring. Perfect Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it. To the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. That was just the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Haruki. Consider this is a lesson straight from your literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. Right. Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attires striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Wait, what? Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Then she takes a seat against the wall. Beneath the window sills. She pats the ground next to her. She's signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. Why can't we read at the same time like that? Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that. I can say it's particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, claiming the additional space, while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder. She much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has been? Been since I read the beginning? You know, you don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I'm not, but nothing really happened yet. So I can talk to everyone else about the same time. Looks like it's just about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of a life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining though, enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously, you think I would enjoy something that I didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is it's about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy like a ice cream shop, but it just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining, but later on there are some kinds of drama, like when they get into all their backstories, and then when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. It just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like about baking. It's just guess, but there's still a lot of baking in this manga. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah, what does it matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you were enjoying baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. I would ever get into anything because it's in the manga. I feel bad for anyone that is impressionable. Haha. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains that Natsuki's interested in baking. Still, of a lot of hobbies to pick up from the manga, that is definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it. So, who am I to judge? Oh, there it is. Well, we read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? No, it's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like, I couldn't ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them. Being all like you still haven't grown out of that yet. Maybe makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm really kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it up in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe there in the club. Said Monica. I was kind of jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki started laughing. I totally forgot what happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Mannery's my favorite character. You know, always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast in her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can't understand why. It's hard to impress in the words the feelings you get connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki from home is a rare experience. Then that makes me smile a little to myself. Alright, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna pause right there, okay? Goodbye. Alright guys, we're back. This is the next day, and we're still continuing here. Okay everyone. Huh? Are y'all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though, you do look pretty cozy over here. Huh? Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily sides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Huh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow, so you can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. Oops. By tomorrow? I got up part way through this volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or I am more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it. Alright, then I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. Oh, another poem. Oh wow, okay. Bestie again. Ooh, I like this one, Haruki. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, Haruki. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What makes yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems that are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah. Me neither. Why do you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Oh, well, I don't really know what you mean. I'll try to keep it on my mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit both. There's a word for that, right? What is the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give a rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Haruki. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? I pop up my okay. Like the lid of a cookie jar. The secret place keep all my dreams, the little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and a forefinger and pluck at one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts in the bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle has a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend. More bottles, deeper and deeper. My fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging. Scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like it elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends looked through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and come my friends, and they come in such a hurry. Do you want my bottles that much? I frankly put them in front of my shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. Oh my goodness, I can't read. But every time I let go, and it shatters against the tile between my feet. Between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. And the shards all over the floor. Oh my goodness. They're supposed to be for my friends. My friends weren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. All I all hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Okay. Oh my goodness. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write a best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I... Don't get ahead of yourself. Okay, that's what happens in your future. That's a bad thing. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. This is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes, it makes me hard for me to be pessimistic. Let's go to Yuri. See what you've written today. Well done, Haruki. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write out the things you see and hear. That's the one way to truly enable to read see into your mind. It's very intimate exercise, I see. That is certainly interesting in technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, example for that. If you'd like to read it, of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. I'm gonna silent read this. Raccoon? Piece of bread. Cutting knife, okay. The bread, my hunger, an urge. That's so long. Can't read everything. Oh my goodness. Ugh. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what his poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions to them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think something that different people can relate in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Haruki? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respecting each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. I'm glad that you're a good listener. Let's go to Miss Natsuki. She keeps glancing at me, then back to the poem. Sounds me to read more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No, I mean, you know. Natsuki struggles to find out the words she wants. I just expected a lot less ever after what you showed me yesterday. That's all. Well, I guess I just got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know. Don't get used to it. You know, always manage to write poems this cute. I mean, well written. No, I mean. So that's it. How it is? My poem's cute? No, why are you smiling? It's not cute. It's not like I like cute things. Natsuki shoves my poem back towards me. Reading it again, I decided that's not so great after all. It's too cute and Doki Doki. It would only impress, you know, girls who like those kinds of things. For some reason, Natsuki is so incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, you probably like it a lot. You probably learned something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. Who's Amy? No, I don't like the spiders. That's so gross. What's she talking about spiders? That's so not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was still way too short. I was just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward, this poem. I doubt to have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course! It's about how everyone thinks might. Doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people
I think people need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh? That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I always hate people who makes me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even her writing style is very different. I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too. So look forward to it. Sorry. Last one. Again, Haruki. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying to yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with masterpiece. I won't count that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. Here's my poem to Monica. Alright. I like it, Haruki. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki wrote right. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Huh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all the kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes, there are only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids. But if you think about them, and then express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're really saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably wouldn't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but super challenging to get the meaning though. The meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. The colors won't stop. Bright beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, all in endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Noise won't stop. Squeaking stitching. Playing chalkboard, like playing a vinegar on pizza crust. There's nothing. Oh! Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, right? I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. I just like... It's just a kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines is really short. Makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes, asking what a poem is about isn't right a question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of feeling, or conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when might change your mind, or something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I know something in the future is gonna happen. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is it about the festival? Oh, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of gaining any new members. Yeah, that's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us that we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. We're going to be having a poetry. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of me. I have time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think that's bad? That's a bad idea? Bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this. You know, there's no way I'm going to be performing in the front of a group of people like that. I agree, with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago? It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it to our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, imitate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share this? Don't you want to share that with the others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem. Then, I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying to get really hard to get new members. At least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri detectively glances around everyone else, expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be a death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyways, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, it's too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of a club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone. I feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem that she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins writing her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she something simply unnatural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem's called... Yuri anxiously glances each of us. You can do it, sorry. You can do it, Yuri. It's called... After a Mage of Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she so suddenly putting into so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed to her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. When I first start applauding, everyone joins me afterward. we gave Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds a poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for a count. Okay, guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and gingerly walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sorry. It's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. Oh, wait. Sorry. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheering like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think too much of it. But hearing it comes from Sayori's voice, it almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to read more deeply into someone I thought I knew it through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Haruki liked it. I guess that's a good idea. That's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then, next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me go before Haruki. It's not like I can't compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Haruki lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. Might as well get over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the pole. I stand up and step in the front of the pole, you know. Everyone has their eyes on me. Make you feel like terrible awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. I'm sorry. I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry, it's about too much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve you over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem's called Jump. When she starts writing the poem, starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has a written in writing to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to a poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She shuffles back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. Better not make me do it again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put it on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think that would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is so. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it is like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time you'll be reciting. Jeez. Wait, my door's open. Let me hold. Wait, hold on, my door is open. I'll be right back. There you go. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all of this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about for the day. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we finished planning for tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can't do this. I can't do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way to be able to find some enthusiasm in Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two. Always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make me such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well? How am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Haruki. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I will call Miss Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori! Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori frowns her words. So let's just say that one day, Natsuki also asked me to walk home. Asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on spot here. I can walk home with you, Sayori. You really think that I would ditch for you? Not for Natsuki? Ditch you for Natsuki? Huh? But she's so cute and fun to be around. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. So silly, Haruki. You think about me too much sometimes? Natsuki would deserve it if she wanted it so. Sayori, I already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright, we're ready. I gotta do something cute. Did I see something? Or, oh, never mind. I think that's like closing your eyes or... Okay, that's just dumb jumping. Alright. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Are you practicing a piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up the piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you? I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Can't wait for the festival. It's going to be great! Huh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about how our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school, where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica? Do they have fried squid? Usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Come on. Are you saying it? Don't be like... Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people?
I didn't say it. I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Huh? Never mind. Let's just focus on your own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions are as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyways. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori sitting at a desk at the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori! I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Huh? Sorry, don't mind me. You can go talk. You can talk to anyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. You worry too much about me. Fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from her having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. The conversation had disappeared, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Haruki, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In a way, do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room and at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser and up down her desk. Maybe there's something in her mind. But I suppose I'm not the one asking you, Haruki. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talked to me about things that I bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. Just wanted to ask if you do anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's not important to me too. I mean, I also friends with her. I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? Seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she has a hard time bringing it up with a person of this interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Haruki. Me? How on earth would you come at that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about more than anything else, you know. Huh? She's been much happier since you joined the club. It's an extra light. It's like an extra light was turned on inside her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Haruki. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because of that, just how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry, but I know anyway. I didn't mean to jump to a conclusion, so you just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up in her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from her. Here, I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like I'm one behaving out of the ordinary. Sorry, out of the ordinary. But there's nothing that I can do besides wait for Monica. Oh! Hey, you! Eh? I'd like to see Natsuki next to me. I'm just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There's not as much time though. So, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. It's just Natsuki glances down at her side, slowing up the volume of manga in her head. That's right. Something just came up for a minute. Well, we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've always been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. She didn't want to admit me. So I help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But, anyway, you're her best friend, right? I guess so. Yeah. In that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person that she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people would just have those days. Those days you can't always avoid. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah. That's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yes. I should have thought it that way from the start. Nancy fills the book with the book that she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worrying about me, so... I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she's talking about. Sayori. Let's go to Sayori again. This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Haruki. Thanks. Sorry, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything's fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I really want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Haruki, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does, or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah. I guess you're the only one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with anyone else? Wait. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know I have to sometimes put up with me. And I have sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes
it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayuri? No. Haruki, I don't deserve this. You're nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayuri has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If I find everyone else instead, this will be so much easier. Sayuri. I glance at the room around the room to make sure nobody else notices. Sayuri, I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me, what will cheer you up? Sayuri shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself up and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Haruki. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry, you had to say that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Play with anyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sorry. I'm only I was feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else. Sayuri cheerily walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Oh, she's going home early. She keeps glancing at me at the back of the poem, but now she must have read it more than once. Is that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. This was supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. Huh? You're trying to impress me? Obviously, you think I'd let you enjoy yours writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Natsuki's face freezes, then she writes something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then, the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Haruki! Did you do something to Natsuki? You saw her rush out like that. You didn't think anything terrible, did you? No. I just told her that. Everything's getting caught in my throat. There's no way I can tell Monica that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monica seems to problem of lying on the floor and then swiftly picks it up. She reads though, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, did you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised if you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cleaning it, Haruki? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monica's joke at all. Anyway, how did you think of Natsuki's feeling about you? Oh, you didn't answer that. You don't need to answer that. This is not something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monica's hands. None of us had noticed her reading to her in the classroom. Did you read this, Monica? Of course. I liked it. Ugh! I should really stop reading things that aren't for you. You know, you have a bad habit of doing that. Haruki wrote this poem. And we're supposed to share it with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Haruki's done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone who would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. Natsuki,
I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Yuri. She hasn't gotten reading it yet. So what? Well, I guess Haruki's right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let anyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's going to like it though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. It's my only copy. Okay, it's all about the beach. Yeah, I feel like I kept writing about the negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first, then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's like not like I care. So I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice. I see. I think you're improving at writing in general, Haruki. But I can't help but I feel a little bit foolish. For what? What for? Just I feel like I kept trying to offer advice. It should have been clear to me that I preferred a different writing style. I probably just sounded arrogant. So stupid. You're just a little... No. You don't understand. I spent so much time worrying about what's better and what's worse. Not just with you. With Natsuki and Yuri. Natsuki and Yuri. Sayuri, it's obvious now why nobody has fun when talking to me. And because of that, I'll just keep my mouth shut about your poem. Yuri bursts her head into her arms under her desk. That's not the first time I've seen her do that. I don't think it's ever as bad as you make it sound in your head. I think if people really didn't like talking to you, then it would be a lot more obvious. I know that you like to read deeply into things, but some things aren't just worth talking or taking about at face value. I've gotten so used to it that it's hard for me to comprehend in any other possibility. Gotten used to what? Reading deeply into things? Being disliked? Yuri? What am I saying? I'm sorry. Never meant to bring this up. Yuri turns away from me. You should go. Huh? Please look at me right now. I want to do some thinking. Are you sure? Yuri nods. Alright. Leave Yuri be. Confronting her resurging her is nearly impossible as it is. So when she wants to be alone, I think anything that I say could only make things worse. I feel bad, but thankfully she doesn't take it out from me. Excuse me. I'll wait until she's feeling a little bit better. Hi, Haruki. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, Venus Club is one thing, but performing in the front of a bunch of people, I have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. it would also make me happy to see. Anyway, I read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine right now. The lady knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. I lost adrift of the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search for the hope, little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legends that remains the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall, even more. Gentle as a feather, a tranquil expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of the beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. A lady who knows everything, knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount nothing. There's no meaning, there's no purpose, and we seek the only impossible. And I'm not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning for answers are sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was just kind of on mind. So that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, I almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, we wouldn't. The world starts to lose its meaning. You know, there's one thing that I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised, Monica? Sorry. Even if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who will really enjoy writing, sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything they went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done with sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Is this me, or you just say something or strange friendness right now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. You stagnating the air, commenting foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayuri isn't here. Huh? It seems like you're right. Sayuri always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she ran off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Sorry, I said it out loud. Natsuki, please show some decent decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and she went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? All the times to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you, too. Being all lovey-dovey. Oh no. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And a second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, and she doesn't want, so I didn't want to force it. Who? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I just talked to her earlier, and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the people at the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But if we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling out of poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No. That's not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, I can't tell right now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Huh? That may be the case. But if you can't also be the leader on my own, and I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you'll have a beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help this atmosphere. Atmosphere? How about that? I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk, and focus starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that leaves you and Haruki, that one who is usually useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. I would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's Monica suggesting this. I spent the weekend with one of my club members. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give it to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Oh. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle on the baking on your own. Haruki may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he might be more suited to assisting with decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Haruki too. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking, isn't it? Just what you think. Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Haruki to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't already gotten the chance of spending time any time yet with me yet, you know? I'm sure he is interested in literally just said I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. Haruki, you're already with this, right? And anyone else that's you? Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Of course, I'm going with... What am I going with? I don't know. Okay, let's go with... Natsuki, I think. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so probably it's 2 people. Don't worry. Baking a ton of fun. Definitely agree. Just a minute ago, you were saying that's because... Never mind, okay. Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri's is being melodramatic, it is a little hard to not feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else you want to talk about? No, I think that's it. You guys decided? Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Haruki? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how I'll turn out. It's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Lasky starts pounding too. It's not like a big deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might be just me feeling a little underappreciated in general. Have come up with something for her to do and nobody offering to help. This doesn't mean you... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with worried expression. Look! Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more and welcoming. Even the cupcakes will probably help a lot too. But you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That will be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to her face, the other direction. Didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but... Yuri's the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki of all people to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. Sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. All of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's the time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. Oh wait, hold on. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out of the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Huh? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gone home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Well, that's true. Wait.
Oops. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would you do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, let's just figure out that since I'm one helping, I'll be able to go into your house. Yeah, right. I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would have killed me. Really. That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? Can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. We'll have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So, you better look for it. Oh, really? Didn't you say you were going to give me a dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act in front of anyone. That's why I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Is this going to be coming to our house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I got pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening. We're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. This is a chance I have to make something happen between us. Or is it too early for that? What time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I certainly can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's coming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help too much. I wonder if she'd act any different when it's just two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned it into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone. She's using tons of emoji and cute language. She also likes to complain me about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing of Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but we've been worried about her in the back of the mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might be needed for me? Oh, I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Oh, so that's her house. Rather than asking, simply tell her, I'm coming over. Much like we've been done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it in the habit of simply entering each other's houses, like we were in a family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't here anywhere on the first floor, so I assumed that she's up in her room. It's very strange of her not to run down and greet me. I helped to her room, where I finally found her. Oh, this is her room! Sayori? Hi, Haruki. Oh, her clothes. I like her. Her clothes. Pink? Yeah. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell when she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time.
not much has really changed it, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it was always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals that on the wall decorations that she had for years now. If you can come over often, it won't be such a mess. That's because I've ended up cleaning up for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori already had left by my time. We decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only not natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to help? Were you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan up to meet up for anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you're doing. After you left on Friday, when something is wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Haruki. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori? I grabbed Sayori by her shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something will happen to you. There's no other explained for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until now, I know I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. Really, you put me in that trap, Haruki. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What you're talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Haruki? Because I have no choice this time. The thing is, I had a really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late for school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of my bed. What reason is there to do anything when fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put in their energy and carrying to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just wanted to make everyone happy. With anyone worrying about me, I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known for her? Does she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder, so make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. And all I have to do is tell me. You don't understand at all, Haruki. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then
you would have waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I want so badly for you to make friends with anyone else. Helping everybody be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with anyone in the club feels like a spear going to my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wanted towards for me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. I don't understand what you're feeling so at all, Sayuri. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Haruki. There's nothing at all. The only thing I could help is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears straight down Sayuri's face. I made you join Lyrics Club because I was selfish. I punished by my heart hurting in a way I couldn't understand. Now I came here and I hurt, and I made you hurt too. So I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve very last one. Sorry, that was They're distracting me. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayuri's shoulders. This time I pulled her into a tight embrace. Haruki, Sayuri, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day, it makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with anyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I won't have it any other way. Haruki, Sayuri isn't hugging me back, despite my arms being wrapped around her. Sayuri's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Haruki, Sayuri barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all it is for her to know I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let it be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure it out what needs to change. I'll make these things feel and go anyway. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayuri finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand about any of my feelings, Haruki. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hearts are warm, so warm. And that's why it's really scary too. Sayuri lets me go, and she does so. I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's all I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayuri wipes her eyes. I could spend the whole day here. I would. Of all days, it has to be the one where I have the other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you do that, then I wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost the time for Natsuki to meet at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It will be fun. Surprise. To my surprise, Sayuri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know what. I would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. See ya. I say goodbye to Sayori and head to her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep on thinking about when Natsuki's about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting at Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know that she's outside the front door. With a delay, the front doors to let her in. Sup? Hey! I didn't know what I was expecting by seeing Natsuki in something that other than her school uniform. They totally threw me off. I like that. Seeing her in a cute clothes makes me uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to see me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki's carrying a large bag. It's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come along this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. Oh. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't. I already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly says that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Haruki? Come on! Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed the bag Natsuki held out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki fits into my chest. It fits into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Huh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, jeez, never mind. What are you gonna make me say? Don't think you can make me about weird things just because we're not at school? Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you're treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And it's just because I don't have a major in figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it! Didn't say anything. I should apologize. Huh? I appreciate that you were just trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys there who are
into body types like yours. Ah, how would you know that anyway? Just trust me. On this one. Gross. Hey! What's that to me? Who else? Man, let's get started already. You get a lot sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Haruki. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki does to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not gonna fight back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Alright. Before long, the whole kitchen's a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic blocks are strewn every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting of all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her previous baking. Haki, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. They're still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? The color of the batter, of course. I'm making a tray of different color. That way, even the flavors aren't different. Everyone can still pick their own favorite. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with icing? You want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference. So, come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into small bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking. It's just about flowing instructions. The presentations where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if you're just looking at it makes everyone eyes line up. Like the ones you made on the first day, huh? I recall Natsuki's proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayuri and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I'll use the food coloring then. Sounds like you are starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish the mixing, the icing, before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting in there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with the whisk and the huge bowl for the icing. Huh? The icing's still a little lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. We'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'd be here all night if you do like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses their other hand to tilt the bowl back. You need to beat the heck out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks the finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers on my icing! Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all that work? Sort of fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make the beat the heck out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder enough for my finger to reach the icing. I really scoop some with my finger and just Natsuki tucks with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! Got in my face! Whose fault is that? blob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. Just reaching with the tongue, but it's too far away. You know what? Take this! Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward on my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use the other hand to fight back, but I grab one as well. Oh! Stop! No, I apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know what I meant? It's just fun seeing you to react to it. Not to me. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying the dumb things to get a reaction out of me? You shouldn't really tease girls like that. That's so. In case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it into my mouth and licking off the icing in it. Oh, it's gone. What? Did you really seriously just... Natsuki's so surprised that she can't even figure out how she get mad at me. Her face is really red. Haruki, you shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How could the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes to the oven. Something burning! I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You're the dirty tray-haired dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? Should have checked it before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sits on the top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. Then the tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Smells so good! The cookies are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look how cute they all look. She proudly shows off with the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. It'll look even better if we add icing. Not like you need to tell me that. But the decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, the scoop of the icing into the these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one I can even make flowers. We'll probably wouldn't be using it this time, though. What's this one for? Pick up one of the nozzles? That has much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can just use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on the cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like. I was kind of expecting to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... maybe I'm getting it in from you. What is that supposed to mean? Not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's do the icing. He picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags. Into the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to use it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we'll each get to work. Finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are together. They are, aren't they? You wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah. My dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down to 10 cupcakes already. And we should still eat dinner. Come on. That's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was just hoping we could have time for a manga, but we need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's not your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. Oh, you can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. Again, think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her that I wanted? Well, guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. See you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What did you say before? And not always having this chance? Doesn't have to be the way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be. You wanted. But aside from that, you can come overtime anytime, okay? I think that, if possible, I'd like to spend more time than like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean by that? Natsuki looks at me intensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Haruki, I thought you only cared about getting this done. Sorry I had to leave so early today. I know you didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks at me. I feel her fingers gently clutched at the sides of my shirt, as if holding onto me. Her rose-colored cheeks are matching eyes with my filmy vision, and along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My heart started to go dizzy as I felt her soft breasts against me. I felt it. For a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Huh? Hi, Haruki. Sayori. Just now we weren't. It's okay, Haruki. Just stop by to say hi. Well, should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Already? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Okay, that makes sense. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Oh, wait, what? Wait, this is a scene. Sayori. I didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room. But imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much you were having with Natsuki, and how you got close to her. It makes me really happy. That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all it matters to me. What am I feeling to say, Haruki? I'm supposed to be happy for you. I just feel like my heart is splitting in half. It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Haruki. If I wasn't there, you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika's right. I should just... Monika? Monika's right. About what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you, isn't the burden to your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes you happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. Put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Haruki. I'm really scared. Why are you scared of Sayori? I'm scared that... Oh no, this is a scene. That I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? Last week I started to like you so much. I did this to myself. Haruki? I like you so much that I want to die. No! This is bad. This is a bad thing in her future. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want to hurt anyone. Last time I sat on Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand on my own. Do you remember how I said I'll always know what is best for you? Do you still believe me? Words say Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's why I'm giving it to you. Sayori? Oh no, this is the one! I don't know what to say, that she's gonna die. Oh no. You always been my dearest friend, it's gonna be bad. No. Oh, it says I love you. I hate people press that. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there was no way you could like me or more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I accept you any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Haruki. Oh, there's me! Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Haruki, is this really okay? Yeah. There's me. I can see my whole body. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let me... You'll You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Haruki. I will be for you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me. Weaken a little bit. What is this? Siren? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought it would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why wouldn't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all. Haruki, it's okay. Sorry. I might take some time for things to get better again. But not how long it takes. I'll be there every step of the way. That's all it matters. It's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we're already a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. Well, go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Haruki. Sayori gazes at me at once, again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really sad, this is my best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me? Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her.